ain't nothing changed, bro. I just been focused on life, my family and stuff like that. I'm trying to learn how to speak Arabic again.
Wait, how you learned that?
In a world where every move is dissected by social media, silence can sometimes speak louder than words. Lil Durk, one of the biggest names in hip-hop, has remained completely silent since his shocking arrest tied to allegations of unaliving for hire surrounding the death of Lil Pab. No interviews, no statements, no IG lives, nothing. Until now, in the place he decided to speak, not CNN, not Revolt TV. It was through Loose Cannon, live on Charisse Mills' Sunday Service podcast with DJ Akademiks, that Lil Durk finally broke his silence. And trust me, this is way bigger than it even sounds on the surface. Now let's dig into this.
Yes, he got transferred to another floor, and it's a higher level floor where they got, higher level inmates, and Durk is on that floor, and that's how they connected.
Why did he get transferred? Do you know?
Well, of course. Apparently, him and Brick Baby got into it. Brick Baby they didn't squabble. He didn't even want to squabble. It was a verbal, why you did this on the internet and why you did that on the internet. And apparently, from what I was told, that it was cool. I guess Cannon wakes up the next morning. The guard said, "Hey guys, we're gonna have to move you." I guess Brick Baby must have went and said, there's a problem.
Brick tell it? No. Is Loose and Wack cool? Or what's going on there? I can't.
That's a great question. I'm not sure. I don't know. 1 minute they're hot, the next minute they're cold, the next minute they're hot, the next minute they're cold. It's just a lot of shady shit going on. Truth be told, people are saying that, it's for the better interest of Cannon, but it's also for the better interest of themselves. So it's just, we don't know. I feel like I always used to tell Cannon, I said, that's your mistress, because listen, y'all always on the phone, y'all always fighting.
wait. Now, I feel like I'm interviewing you, but still, I've heard that you guys are in a different financial situation than everybody else. Brick got mad at Adam, looked like he needed a few dollars. Have you guys monetarily, because obviously this is going to be a fight with the government, right? And it's going to be costly. Have you guys, you're good on that end, or is it a situation where you guys are reaching out to people who could assist, or what?
Well, listen, of course, we make money.
How often do you talk to Loose? Because I feel like, on once I'm conflicted about even this whole content behind bars thing, but I do understand it probably helps keep the sanity for them. Like, it's really tough mentally. It's probably draining.
I speak to him every day. I would say minimum 5 times a day, minimum.
Really? Okay.
Yes. He has his ways to be able to call me as much as he needs. We also talk on cord links. And we chat in the emails too. So if there's something I need, say, baby, call me. This, he'll call. He'll find a way to call.
First, some background if you're just catching up. After his arrest, Lil Durk was moved to MDC Los Angeles, the federal holding facility downtown. Coincidentally, or maybe not so coincidentally, that's the same place that Loose Cannon has been housed. Now, if you know Loose Cannon, you know he's a master networker. Behind bars, he's building bridges. And in true Loose Cannon fashion, he's making powerful new connections. When Akademiks called into Charisse Mills' Sunday Service podcast to press for details about Loose's legal situation, Charisse set the record straight. Loose Cannon has legal permission to appear in these videos. Charisse said that his lawyers are fully notified and approve the content beforehand, and she says that nothing goes out without approval. That's important because a lot of people were questioning how he could speak so freely while facing serious charges himself.
I have spoken to him many, many times about that, and I told him he needs to be mindful of what he says. He is a grown man, and he wants to do what he wants to do. He chooses to have these conversations, and he tells me, wife, call this person, wife, do that. I'm going to do that. At the end of the day, yes, I have advised him on a lot of things, but even him out, he won't listen to me. So what makes you think he's going to do it then? At the end of the day, if this is what makes him happy, If this is what's keeping his sanity, if this is what he wants, I'm going to do what he wants. It's that simple. If I don't, he's going to tell me to do it.
Did you consult with his lawyer?
Absolutely. His lawyer has every link to every call. Before I even release it, I send it to him. So best believe we are being advised. A lot of people feel like they are lawyers and they know the system and they know this, that, and the third. No, you don't. Okay. We know that fight that he talked about in the thing wasn't documented, so he wouldn't get in trouble for it. So even when, say, if they bring it up in court, the judge's like, well, is there any document about this? They're like, no, okay, move on.
Also addressed a viral rumor that Brick Baby challenged him to a fight. LUCE said flat out, Brick Baby didn't want to fight. LUCE said that he was the one that was ready to throw hands. And allegedly, after tensions rose, Brick found himself some new friends inside. And since this is a family channel, I'm gonna let LUCE Cannon explain exactly what he meant.
LUCE, what up, bro?
Okay, you're on.
LUCE.
What's up with that?
What's good with you, man? I see you still, making plays in there, man, doing your thing, huh?
Yeah, still. Yep, still doing my thing. How everything going with you?
Everything's good, man. I want to say I appreciate you for connecting that up. That was huge. I think that might be the first live, conversation that we had with Smirk. So that was kind of dope. So I appreciate you for connecting that up, though.
No, of course. Anything that I could do, I can always help. You always support me. I appreciate everything that you've been doing for me. You know what I'm saying? You always, stick up for me.
Yeah.
And they run good content.
Yeah. No. Of course. Hey, so I know you like very much in tune, and I want to know what happened with the Brick situation. What happened there? Because I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah.
I heard a story can't be
So
true. I heard he asked you for a fade, you turned it down, and I'm like, that's not LUCE. That's AI.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just the most goofiest shit in the world. So basically, he was messing with a trainee, and when he was messing with a trainee, I told Brick that ain't good. Brick was.
Wait. Whoa. He was messing with.
And I can put everybody on the phone right now on neighborhood crib. He was messing with a trainee. I went big on him.
Wait. In jail?
Hey, C-Cat.
Wait, hold on.
Hey, Jeff, you could call C-Cat. Yeah. He was messing with a trainee, and then I went big on Cuz, and then I told Cuz, I said, listen, bro, that ain't the hood. Or where I started yelling at him and screaming at him. I said, I'm going to beat your ass.
Wait, so you called him messing with a transgender individual?
Listen. Hey, C-Cat. No, he told the police and they rolled me up out of that unit.
What do you mean? He told the COs? Brick?
Yeah, he told the COs and got me up out of there. Me and my cellie. And then there's like 5 other cribs.
As a result of that alleged standoff, LUCE Cannon was moved to a different floor inside MDC, and that's where fate stepped in, because that's where Lil Durk was housed.
I got a lot of stuff going on, bro. I ain't really too much focused on too much stuff that is like negative no more. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you on that. We was bumping your album over here. How is even releasing that from where you at right now? Cause your fans love you.
Honestly, I ain't heard it.
Really?
Nah, they were telling me about the few songs, and they tell me to call back. I wouldn't call them back like that. But they was keeping me updated. But I ain't heard nothing. This is like a box of hell. We don't get no news, no talk, no nothing. If you don't call or somebody said it to you on the computer, it's a wrap.
Yeah. I remember. Who reached out to me? Duty Low hit me. It was just like, yo, send me an email. I'm gonna give it a smirk. And I was like, yo, definitely. I just wanted to kind of see like if you were in good spirits. So that's why I'm glad you on here now.
Yeah, I'm always in good spirits, bro. I be in my box. I don't really too much be talking to everybody or trying to be like in everybody's business or have everybody in my business. I really just been chilling, but I always in my
This call is from a federal prison.
I always send my love out to everybody who who I fuck with and who I be talking to and rocking with. But other than that, I just be to myself.
How the fam been?
The family?
Yeah.
My family good. You know, I talk to them. That's the only people I talk to is just the family and my lawyer for real. Just keep my spirits up, keep my energy pure.
Yeah, what's a regular day like? Because I know you getting in touch with your spirituality.
Just prayer. Learning Arabic. I've been in these books heavy, just read up on the history and just everything. I don't really be walking around talking and playing and doing none of that. We'll play basketball, but I always try to stay focused and busy.
Now here's where it gets crazy. Somehow Loose Cannon from behind bars built enough trust with Lil Durk to get him on the phone for a 10-minute conversation, recorded live for the world to hear. Think about that. Lil Durk hasn't spoken to any major media outlet. No TMZ, no Vlad TV. His first real words to the public came through Loose Cannon's platform. And when you hear Durk's voice, it's powerful. He sounds clear, grounded, and focused on his faith. Durk didn't want to talk about his case. He didn't even want to talk about the outside world. He said he's focused solely on his relationship with God and staying mentally locked in while he fights the biggest battle of his life. In a time where clout chasing is currency, Loose Cannon is doing something different. He's not just surviving behind bars, he's building influence. The kind of influence that gets one of the biggest rappers in the world to pick up the phone, trust you with his voice, and speak to the world through your platform. Whether you're a fan of Loose Cannon or not, you have to acknowledge the magnitude of what just happened, and for Lil Durk, who's battling for his freedom, every word spoken right now carries weight. And this isn't about music anymore. It's about legacy. It's about survival. And sometimes the most powerful conversations happen when nobody's watching, until somebody hits record. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. It's your boy Misguided. I'm out.